What's up guys, welcome back to Noble Garage. We got exhaust parts, so let's get into these now. Okay, so here we go. So this wasn't expensive at all. So we got ZZP shorty header here. Got the catted downpipe that's from the mid-length header, and it's a replacement downpipe for that. I didn't order the headers, so I'm hoping to be able to use that to make my downpipe. So I'll show you that later. But I ordered a catback system for the Wagon. So this is actually designed for the Wagon. So we got the muffler, resonator and all that. And this will all go on the car. So the catback will actually bolt up and the rest will be custom. So I'm gonna get to work and see what fits into the car. Okay, so I had one more box to open. I also ordered an exhaust cutout for this system. So I was going to show you that, but I'm just measuring up this exhaust, and as you can see, it's actually 2 1/4 inch. When I ordered this, I ordered it off eBay because it's hard to get these for my car these days, but it was advertised as a 2 inch, so I bought the 2 inch exhaust cutout, and this is 2 1/4, so I'm going to have to return that and order another one. But for anyone who buys, this is the OBX catback for the SC2, SL2, all of our cars. So for anyone that orders this, it's a 2 1/4 inch system, if you're wondering. Okay, so here it is. I got the exhaust all put on. Well, the catback portion of it anyways. Really nice, just bolting something up for a change. An actual bolt-on part. So that all bolted up nicely. I'll go around, show you underneath. Snakes around, it's got a bend there, resonator. So what I'm going to do is right about here, where the exhaust cutout is, and then I'll have the other catted pipe going up here and going up to a custom little pipe that I make there. So I'm going to work on that, and hopefully it's not too hard. Okay, so I've worked out what I need to do. So here's the ZZP. This is from the mid-length header. This is the replacement downpipe, so I figured this would work nicely so that I don't have to make everything custom. So I just got the cat in there. I got a second O2 welded on there in case I ever want it. So you got the flex pipe there, and then you got a V-band. So I ordered a V-band to go in here. So I got the cardboard out and drew a line and mocked it up under there, and this is what the angle's looking like. So if this was this is the flange sitting on the headers. So this is the angle that I need to make up, and it looks like it's about a 30 degrees. So what I'm going to do is go online and order some angles. I might order a 30 and a 45, and hopefully I can weld something in there. So I'll have like a V-band here, and then my angled pipe. It's going to be very short, but I think it should be pretty good. So then coming on this end, I'm going to have a flange, and then here's where would be my exhaust cutout is, and then there'd be like just a little bit of pipe and then the resonator. So I actually ordered the wrong size, as I said, so I'm going to have to order the 2.25-inch exhaust cutout, so I'm gonna have to wait till next weekend before I can weld that onto the cat back. Okay, so a bit of a progress update. I've been working on the wiring. So got all the wiring running into the car here now. So it's all just shoved through the hole there. This is where the fuse box goes. So I got the fuse box over on the table, that'll go there. I checked the hood clearance, it does still shut. ECU and all the plugs here, so I gotta finish that all up, but I put a bolt, there's a bolt there, and there's one right there, so that sits on there pretty good, doesn't really move. I might put a bracket from here to here just to reinforce it a bit more, but for now it's pretty good. So all those wires come inside the car right now. So they're all just over here and they're just running through the hole back there. So I've also been working on the brakes, so I got the brake lines all connected up. Those fit on there, I was surprised, but so these are the Wagon ones. So come up out of there, make a turn, and then they're connected in here. But try getting the bleeder valves out, and if you work on cars, you'll know how these rust up. So this one broke off. Other side broke off. Now I tried using everything I could, heated it up, and it was just seized in there. So I moved on. I have these calipers. This is what I plan on using with this knuckle, because I'm going to go to 4-bolt. So I was like, okay, I'll try these. As you can see, broke off again. The only success I had, my last resort, I was trying to get this one undone, and what happened was, tried everything. I'm like, okay, it's probably going to break. So then I got the impact gun, put a 10 on there. Sure enough, came right out. So best thing if you're done doing these bleeders, I'm going to suggest using an impact gun. I set this to 60 psi, and it just loosened it off. The direct force on there is the best thing. So now the problem I have is can't bleed the brakes here. These ones are toast, so now I need to order all new calipers, and I need to do the 4-bolt conversion. So I'm gonna have to order parts this week. I need to order brake parts and the exhaust bends that I talked about previously, and then hopefully next weekend I can get a bunch of work done on that. Alright, we're back. It's the following weekend now. I've been working all day and haven't filmed anything. I apologize, but got a ton of new parts, bunch of stuff from Rock Auto. So I'll bring you up to speed on what I've done. So I have the knuckles. These are new knuckles, and not brand new, but from the wreckers, and I grinded those down nicely so that they fit the struts. I put the new wheel bearings on. I got new struts, so I also grinded these down and then painted them so that those didn't rust. I've also got all new calipers. I painted them black, so those are just hanging there. So now I'm going to get to work and finish up with the struts. So I've got those lowering springs that I got, so I'm going to put those on the struts, and I got new strut tops and all that good bits, so I'm going to get that all together and get that on the car next. Okay, so it's the next day now. Got it all lowered down. There's the new brakes. Put the matching wheels on the front here. Now I am eventually going to get new wheels and tires for the summer for this, but for now I have these on here. It's quite low. There you can see the gap. I haven't done the back yet, so for comparison, that's where the back's sitting right now.
Everything looks good. If you want to looking underneath there, the fitment looks really good with this. You can see on this side. A little bit of camber on this side, but that can be adjusted. So I think I did a pretty good job centering everything here. So next up, I have the new rear springs here, the new struts. So I'm going to get those all assembled and put that on the rear, and I'll give you a look at when I have all the struts on. Okay, so I got the rear struts and the new lowering springs on. So as you can see, I'll try and give you a side profile here. Sitting pretty low. I'm actually surprised at how low it's sitting. If I come over here, it's pretty low to the ground. The exhaust is hanging down there. I still haven't got the bends I need for that. They're on order right now. So I apologize I didn't film much, but this was just kind of a work weekend. I really need to get some things done. So put all the new parts on, just installing parts. So I just got it all done. So next I'm gonna have to bleed the clutch, and then do the exhaust bends, clean up some of the wiring, and then I should be able to go for a test drive. Okay guys, it's the following weekend now. I've been doing a bunch of work. So what I've got done is I bled the clutch, used a vacuum bleeder to do that, and also I've spent all day today and yesterday doing the exhaust. So I'll give you a look down here. You can see there I got the V-band to the downpipe, and I'll get under the car now and give you a closer look at the full exhaust. Alright, so we're under the car now. I was looking at the headers. I have the 3-bolt flange there. I just tacked it to the little adapter I made. I'll take that out and show you on the bench after. That goes into the replacement downpipe for the ZZP mid-length headers. Very tricky putting this in. There's very little clearance. So there's the sway bar, just barely clears. I haven't put the new sway bar in yet, so we're gonna have to see how that is driving, if it'll work or not. But there's enough clearance here that the sway bar can still move. So then we have the cat. That comes back. And then I have a flange with an adapter from 2.5 to 2 1/4. And then resonator all the way back to the muffler. So this is really tricky to do, super tight tolerances, especially here. So I'll get out from under the car and take this all off and show you the pieces that make it up. Okay, after all that, here's what it ended up coming down to. So just the adapter on there, welded onto the flange. Now, I was planning on putting the exhaust cutout like here, but there's not enough rims, so at a later date, I'm gonna cut a section out of here, put the exhaust cutout in. Here's the adapter. Really not much. So I just tack this all up, and my buddy's gonna weld it up properly. So we got the 3-bolt to the V-band here. So next weekend I should have this all welded up, and I'll be able to start the car for the first time with the exhaust on it. Got them welded. Alright, so here's the exhaust. My buddy welded it all up, turned out pretty good. So now I can put this in the car. And the other thing I am working on is I need to weld the shifter in. And then all I have to do is reconnect the wiring. So that's all I have time for this weekend. So next weekend I'm going to be installing the exhaust, and it should be good to go for a test drive. So that's all we have time for this time. Next time we're going to be putting the exhaust in, and we'll be welding up the shifter and finishing the wiring. So next time hopefully we can go for a test drive. So if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Take it easy.